It's like so crazy to me how good God, the universe is, and how amazing it is when you finally connect with that. And when you are flowing with the universe, you're flowing with God, you're connected to these like high vibrational spiritual beings. Like, when you are tapped into the spiritual realm like that, your life seriously shifts in such drastic ways, in such positive ways. It's so crazy because it's like, I realized this the other day. I was like, I seem so crazy to some people. I seem so out of the ordinary to some people, but it's because they don't get it. They don't have that. Like, literally, like, God, the universe was saying to me, like, Morgan, like, these people do not have this connection to me like you do. And that's why they're running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Because they don't have a connection to the creator of them. They don't have a connection to the root of all of this. They don't have a connection to that. They don't have a connection to something, a force that loves them so very much and guides them and is talking to them at all times. So many people do not have this. And that's why when you do have this, people look at you like you're crazy. People think you're weird. People can't understand you. They literally can't comprehend why you are the way you are, why you do the things you do. But it's simply because you're tapped in and they're not. That's something that I've been really realizing recently is like, I'm just really different than a lot of people. And I don't want that to come across as like, oh, I'm so different. Like, I'm not trying to get like attention by saying that or anything. If anything, it's been really hard and really challenging to be so different than a lot of people around me and a lot of people that are in my community and a lot of people that I've tried to be friends with or had like partnerships with. There's just this like constant feeling of feeling misunderstood constantly. And there's a few people that truly get me, I feel like, and some of those people are online. Shout out to y'all. I genuinely feel so disconnected from so many people, but it's because I'm connected and they're not. And so they struggle to understand why I am doing the things that I'm doing. And this is going to make sense to people who actually get this. This is going to make sense to people who are actually on a similar path as me. But yeah, I'm not saying that I'm different to try and get attention or to try and make it sound like cute. Like, it's not like a cute thing. It's actually been very hard. Like, it's actually been very, very hard to go against the grain. And it's been very hard to feel this connection to source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. It's been very hard to feel that connection and to stay grounded in that and to listen to that against all the odds, against all the people trying to tell me what to do, trying to tell me what is right. And it's just been a challenge. Like, it genuinely has been. And it's been really hard. You know, I'm 21 years old, so I'm still fairly young, and there's a lot of people my age who are invested in things that I'm not invested in and that I just don't resonate with. I literally couldn't care less about a lot of the things people my age are concerned about, like genuinely, and that's why I also feel such a disconnect from these people because I genuinely just don't care about drama. I don't gossip. I don't talk shit, really. Like, I try not to talk shit. When people start talking shit about other people to me, I kind of just, you know, make like funny comments or nod my head or whatever and kind of just dismiss it. I'm not going to feed into that. I'm not going to feed into that kind of negativity. I also just don't party a lot. I'm not into hookup culture. Like, I really couldn't care less about a lot of materialistic things. Like, I really don't give a shit about that. Like, I've been through so much at this point in my life where I really have honed in on like what genuinely matters in this life. And I'm sure my values are going to change as the years go on. But for right now, I've really, really honed in on like some core values of mine that I resonate with deeply and I feel are very true to me. And it kind of sucks because a lot of this generation and the way this generation does a lot of things, it goes against what I believe in so wholeheartedly. And a lot of people in this generation are so concerned with how they look on social media, you know, their appearance, getting the next best thing. They care about sex and hookups. There's not a lot of people who want to be in committed relationships anymore. Like, genuinely, I've been learning that a lot. You know, this year especially, that this generation is very manipulative And a lot of this generation just lies and they just want to get away with certain shit. Like, so many people in this generation want good things and they want instant gratification and they want what they want, but they don't want to do anything that is genuine. Like, they don't want to be genuine. Like, they don't want to actually work for the things that they want. They just want to manipulate the situation or people in order to get what they want. There's so many people out here in this generation, I feel like, that don't want to actually try or put in the effort or be a genuine person. So they kind of just manipulate or half-ass shit to get what they want. And it's kind of fucked up if you ask me. I've really realized that with this generation. Like, I've really realized that unfortunately there's not a lot of genuine people anymore. A lot of people lie and cheat and they betray other people because I feel like this generation is just really selfish. And I don't know if it's just this generation or if it's just like people in general right now in the world. But regardless, I've really been seeing a lot of selfishness. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people who are just way too invested in themselves and what they want. And they don't consider other people's feelings and they don't consider the bigger picture. I feel like people are just so focused on the wrong shit right now, and it's honestly like, it's kind of heartbreaking in a way. It's been heartbreaking for me because I've had to learn a lot of hard lessons with people that I trusted, and then I eventually learned that they weren't genuine in the first place. I've been single and like back out into the world in that way for probably about 7 to 8 months, I think, at this point. And in that period of time, because I was in a relationship for almost 3 years, and before that, I like didn't date for a year. And then before that, I was in another long-term relationship. So like, now is the first time in years, like since before COVID, I've been single and I've been like out in the dating world, and it's fucking crazy out here. It's fucking crazy out here, y'all. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So like, I had a lot of hard lessons and I realized really quickly that there's a lot of people in this generation right now that seriously just want to manipulate and play games, and they don't want to give themselves fully to anybody. And I get that to a certain extent. I get it if you don't want to commit, but there's a lot of people who will lie and say they want to commit, or they'll just say shit that they don't mean, or they will just make up fucking excuses or stories and tell people this shit, and then they end up hurting the other person. Like, I don't know, there's just a lot of two-faced people right now in this generation, and especially when it comes to dating. I've talked to like single friends of mine, I've experienced my own shit, and I've also had people who literally have girlfriends hit me up. Like, this is constantly happening, and I don't know if this is something that, like, you know, I feel like this is always something that kind of goes on, but I feel like it's just at a new extreme. It's at a new level, and it's just crazy to me. Like, it's crazy how people in this generation genuinely don't want to be loyal to anybody. And I don't get it. I don't get it. And the whole hookup culture thing, like, in my opinion, you can do whatever you want to do, and I'm not going to talk shit. Okay, I get it if you want to like sleep around and shit, but it's just so gross to me when people are sleeping around with multiple people like constantly, or they're lying about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so messy. Like, the dating world is so messy right now. That's why I kind of took a major step back from it, and I kind of just am like, you know what? I'm just chilling. Like, I'm just chilling right now because I ain't trying to like force anything. I'm not gonna like talk to somebody that I have weird fucking feelings about. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'll go on a date. I'll go see somebody if I get a good feeling about them. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyways, like, I just feel like there's a lot of greed going on, you know? And there's just a lot of me, me, me. I feel like people are just so concerned about themselves, you know? And it's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this, I guess, for those of you that feel like you're weird or it's like bad that you don't fit in. It's not a bad thing that you don't fit in. You're just supposed to be somebody that paves the way. You're supposed to be somebody that brings new ideas to this world. And when you're somebody who has a creative mind, when you're somebody who is supposed to bring new ideas to this world, you're gonna get a lot of people who doubt you. You're gonna get a lot of people who hate on you. You're gonna get that feeling of not feeling like you fit in because you're supposed to be different. You can't bring big things into this world. You can't be a leader if you do fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go with the crowd. You can't just be a follower if you are wanting to really step into a leadership role. I feel like whoever is listening to this, you're a really strong person and you know that you have a certain calling. You might not know exactly what it is yet, or you might, but you have a calling. And you need to follow that calling and you need to be that leader. You can't let this feeling of not belonging stop you from following your life's purpose. I recently have just been learning so much about this because I recently learned a lot of hard lessons about trying to fit in. Okay, I feel like for years I have known that I am really different and I have known that I am meant to be some kind of leader. I know my purpose here on this earth. I'm supposed to, help teach. I'm supposed to be a mentor. I'm supposed to do a lot of things. I know I really am. And I know that I have a big calling. And like I said, anybody who's listening to this, you guys have a big calling too. And you need to realize that with that comes a lot of struggle. And with that comes a lot of feeling disconnected from a lot of people around you. And you're gonna have to cut people out of your life. And you're gonna have to distance yourself from a lot of people because a lot of people are gonna doubt you and are not going to agree with what you believe in. But you really have to stay true to yourself at this time. You have to really stay true to what you know is best for you at this time. You really have to stay strong, like for real, because what you know in the inside is what you know in the inside. What your intuition is telling you is right. You need to really trust yourself, like genuinely trust yourself. As I was saying before, for years, ever since I graduated high school and I've really stepped into this like new spiritual chapter in my life where I am really stepping into my power and I'm healing and I'm loving myself and I have this social media platform, I'm really just trying to put positivity out there and I'm trying to help anybody that I fucking can at this point because I've been through a lot of hard shit in my life and I want to put that to good use. I want to help people because I've been through so much. I just have so much knowledge and wisdom at this point for my age that I just need to utilize it. And I know that there's people out there who need to hear what I'm fucking saying. But like I was saying, I've entered this new chapter in my life where I'm stepping into this energy of like the guide, the mentor, right? I'm trying to be a leader to a lot of people. And because of that, I have to go against a lot of what other people are telling me to do because what a lot of other people tell me to do is what they believe like a normal person should do. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people want me to follow a path that is the normal path. A lot of people want me to fit in. A lot of people want to put me in a box. When I don't fit in a box, I'm not meant for a box. I'm meant to like make a different box. You know what I'm saying? And like if you're listening to this, you're supposed to be making a different box too. You're somebody who's here on this earth to bring something new here, to help us like as a society evolve and grow and shift into a better energy, right? So like if you resonate with what I'm saying, I really want you to like not let other people tell you what to do with yourself in your life because you know what you're supposed to be doing. You know what you're here for. You know what I'm saying? So like stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself like genuinely because I doubted myself for so long. Like years, you guys. And for years I tried to fit in and I told myself that I wasn't good enough because I didn't fit in, because I wasn't like all the other people my age. But guess what? After years of trying to force myself to fit into a box that I didn't belong in, after years of trying to force myself into a society that didn't want to accept who I really am, and I say society, but I mean like certain people my age, like I feel like I would just try to like resonate with people in my community or in my age group, but I didn't. And I did this for years. Where I would try to connect with people my age. I would try to connect with certain people, certain individuals. Like I would try to connect. I would try to force so many connections. I would try to fit in so much. And I tried this for so long. And for so long, I thought that there was something wrong with me. But in reality, I just had to learn to accept that I wasn't going to fit in, that I don't fit in. And the person that the universe is calling me to be in this lifetime is not supposed to fit in. She's not supposed to fit in because she's supposed to be a leader. She's supposed to be somebody that paves a new path for other people. And so like if you're listening to this and you resonate with this message, you're supposed to be doing the same thing. So I seriously want you to stop doubting yourself. If you feel like you don't resonate with anybody your age, that's not a bad thing. Like there's nothing wrong with you. Like for so long, you guys, I genuinely thought that there was something wrong with me because I didn't fit in, because I couldn't connect to certain people no matter how hard I tried. But at the end of the day, like there's nothing wrong with you. You simply just don't resonate with these people. And it's not a bad thing that you don't resonate with them. Genuinely, if I'm being completely real, look at the people that you're trying to fit in with. Look at the people you're trying to resonate with. Do you even want to be living a life like how they're living? Do you even want to be like them? Probably not. Probably not. So why are you even wasting your time trying to fit in with these people? You know what I'm saying? So stop feeling like you're not good enough because you don't fit in with a group that you don't even want to fit in with. That's something that I've really been learning. Like just because I don't fit in with this certain group of people, just because I don't resonate with certain people in my community, that doesn't mean that I'm not good enough. It just means that I'm supposed to be living a different life than they're living. And that's okay, because genuinely, I don't want to live a life that they're living. And that's like a really big shift in perspective that I had. And I want y'all to realize this too. If you doubt yourself, or if you feel like you're not good enough because other people don't understand you, or because you don't fit in, I really, really want y'all to stop doubting yourselves. If you doubt yourself at all because you don't fit in, or because other people don't understand you, people don't understand you because you're bringing something new to this world. People doubted Einstein. Who was the guy that invented the light bulb? I don't even remember who the guy was that invented the light bulb. I think I remember reading this somewhere where people genuinely doubted the person that invented the light bulb. People thought that he was crazy. People didn't believe in him. People seriously doubted him. People doubt some of the greatest minds that have walked this earth. So if you feel like you're not worth something, or if you feel like you don't have potential because other people doubt you, or they make you feel like you don't have potential, know that it's because you do. If you didn't have potential, there wouldn't be so many people or so many energies trying to stop you. That's another thing I've been learning too, y'all. I, for so long, did not see my worth, but other people did. And other people who see your worth will try to project so much onto you so you don't see it, so they can use and manipulate you. And that's genuinely something that people do. People see how great you are. Like, people know that shit. Like, even the people that insult you, that doubt you, that project insecurity onto you, these people see the greatness in you. And I need you to understand that.